Wholesale to Million family, happy Sunday. Who is going to join me Sunday? Today, Sunday Q&A, we are going to talk about how to start wholesaling. For those of you who are new, how to start wholesaling in 2019. And for those of you who's already been doing it, how are we going to scale your business to the next level? So you guys, happy Sunday. I just finished an interview, subscribe first wholesale interview. All right. She's actually just 20, right? She's just 20-year-old. Got her first wholesale deal done. I'll try to upload it. Made 4K on a JV deal. Also, too, is I want to give you guys a freaking surprise. John, my students, John just got his first wholesale, or just got his first deal lock up yesterday at 1 a.m. 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 a.m. Eastern Standard. So it was like 10 or 10:30 my time. So 10 to 11 o'clock my time. But he finally did it. We started the journey with him back in November. I think in November 2018. Finally got his first deal. Boom. His real legit deal under contract. We're looking at a potential, like I said, potential, because nothing is set in stone until you get the money in your bank or the check in your hand. So we're looking for between I would say 35 to 50K wholesale deal. All right, because we look at the ARV, yesterday night. We look at it, we analyze it. I mean, the tax assessed value on the property itself is already at like 140. Got under contract for 80 G's, 80K. That's right, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. So when I say 35 to 50, we're thinking, well, should we wholesale or should we do a hotel? For those of you who don't know what a hotel is when you buy it and then you put it back on the MLS on an open market to target more of a retail buyer to get the max out of the deal. Okay? So anyways, today is not my day to talk about that. It's your day, your guys' day. Any question you have, let's freaking go, man. But he was so excited yesterday. I don't think he sleeps. Because I know when I got my first deal, it was tough for me to sleep. So any question you guys have, drop it in the comment. And let's get an answer, man. Let me give you guys some shout out as we're waiting for more people to join us. John Martin, Kelly, Quan Johnson, what up? Long, I can't pronounce your last name. Eats, R-E-W Williams, Leah Invest. Hey Khang, you're awesome. Hey, thank you. I can't pronounce this. I can't pronounce your name, man. But I don't know how. Question is, I don't know how to do virtual wholesaling, and I don't have money for the script. So can I get it for free, please? I live in Project. I don't know what Project is. Dude, the answer is if you don't pay, you can't play. I actually steal that from Brutus Empire. I like it. If you don't pay, dude, there's so much free content out there, bro. Like, you don't need to buy the script, right? You don't need to buy any of my package. If you don't have the money, which tell me you probably have the time. And if you don't have the money, and if you don't have the time, dude, then there's something wrong with your finances, which means you're working, you're collecting the money, but you're spending on something else. You're going out and buying Louis Vuitton. You're buying out some, maybe you're spending on something else. Like, people willing to spend their money on things that are not going to make them money. But when it's time to spend something, investing in themselves or in something to help them make more money, they said, I don't have the money for it. But when you tell them, hey, we're going to go on a vacation, you need X amount of dollar, they're going to find a way to find it. So, dude, in life, man, trust me, man, you guys got to understand, when you are about to invest in something, listen to me. When you're about to buy any of my package, listen. Do not buy it unless you are ready, like 1,000% ready and are committed. I don't want you to waste your money because let me tell you, this journey here ain't gonna be easy, but it's gonna be worth it because one deal can change your whole life around. It can help you pay off some bills. It can help you take care of whatever situation you're in, okay? One deal. Because that deal, one good deal could be $10, $20, $30, $50,000. Right? But it ain't going to be easy. The journey is not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. That's all I got to tell you, man. And when there is a will, there will be a way. Oh, man. Raymond, what up, Raymond? What up, William? And for those of you, project is the hood. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. You know me, I didn't know that. Fitz, asking is overpriced. Amount. I'm not sure what you mean, man. Asking is overpriced. You mean the seller asking is overpriced? If the seller is asking overpriced, dude, you know, maybe the property's worth $100,000 and they're asking for $120,000, then you just need to let the seller know, hey, you know, you just need to come in very sweet and let the seller know, you know, we hope that you can understand. Let me see what your name is here. So it can make it personal. Fitz, we hope that you can understand as an investor, we do want to make some kind of a gain when we buy. In this case, what you're asking, you know, is really retail or more than market value for the property. So there would be no reason or motivation for us to buy. Now, if you ever consider, you know, maybe changing in price or, you know, or maybe sell it to an investor, then please give us a call back at that time. Boom. Like the thing, you guys, do you see? So Fitz, I hope that helps you out, man. So instead of telling them, hey, the price is too high, just let them know, hey, as an investor, we do need to make some kind of gain. We believe that what you're asking for is retail or more than market value. And then ask them if they ever reconsider, you know, as a lower price or change their mind and they need to call you back. So I hope that helps you out, bro. Fred Flintstone is in the house. I have no money. But my Nikes cost $500. Oh, man. Dude, Flintstone, you got that right, bro. Dude, I have friends and family, bro. I thought when you said, oh, you know, I can't afford that. But they freaking rode around in a Louis Vuitton's purse, right? Driving in a freaking, you know, like a nice car. Going on some luxury vacation. Toya Tacos Kong can't wait to shake your hands at We Live 19. Okay, hold on a second. When you bought the ticket, did you punch in the code WTM? If not, no handshaking. No, I'm just kidding. You guys, if you do buy the ticket for the We Live 19, make sure you punch in the code WTM. That way they can put us in the same room so we can do your deals live. No BS, no reading between the line. We do your deals live, baby. The Guardian of Stephen Kong, I'm about to close my first deal and I'm able to quit my job to focus more on wholesaling. Yeah, baby. Come on, you guys, that deserve a thumbs up and a clap. I got a comment yesterday that said, Kong, I like their video, but man, stop clapping, dude. It's annoying. Woo! I mean, dude, when you get freaking excited and happy, I don't know what else to do. I either clap or I'm gonna dance. You choose. They're both bad. I either clap or I'm gonna freaking break some moves, you know? Steven, the Garden of Steven. Oh, man, dude, that's awesome. Now I want to know the deal that you got under contract. Wait, I'm closing. Oh, dude, it's not even under contract. I'm about to close. When is it closing and how much money? Show me the money, man. Dalen Moss. How do you do the closing when wholesaling virtually? Do you have someone else take your place at the close? Or do you have just buyer and seller there? Okay, Dalen Moss, when you're doing virtually, what it is that you do not need to be at the closing. All right? The seller doesn't need to be at the title company to sign the paperwork. The buyer, they don't even need to be there. All right, but most do. Most want to show up at the title company, which is fine. Your title company will set it up for them to go in to sign. Now, what you want to do is that you want to make sure that the seller signs first, and then there should be like a half an hour in between. Then the buyer comes in and signs. You do not want them to both be at the table to sign at the same time, okay? Don't make that mistake. Second, is that it can be done virtually because your title company or the attorney can send out what's called a notary. A notary is somebody goes out there that witness that this is the person that is signing this contract, and that is called the notary. So they send a notary out to meet the seller, to meet the buyer, wherever they are at, as long as they still in the U.S., right? They can send the notary out to that person. So the seller can be in a completely different states. The buyer can be in a completely different states, all right? And they buy a property in another states. So I hope that answers your question. And everything can be signed electronically, but when it comes to find the final paperwork, they either go to a title company or the title company will send a notary to that person, the seller or the buyer. I hope that answers your question, man. Mark, what up, King Kong? What up, man? Smash the thumbs up as I shout out your name. Come on, you guys. Show me some love, man. I will put your code. Yeah! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Punch in my code, please. Let me see here. Fred Flintstone said, clapping trigger my PTSD. I don't know what that stands for, but it's a small price to pay. Clap on. I don't know what PTSD is. Alex Robin, what is the most cost-effective marketing? Okay, Alex, listen, man. If you have money, right? When you have money, you can look into the payway. But the thing is, Alex, for me, dude, like we do a lot of direct mail. So postcards or letters, all right? But it's all about consistent, Alex. Now, when you don't have the money, you got to drive for dollars, all right? You got to drive for dollars, or you pull up a list, you skip trace, and then you sit there and you pound the phone, okay? But for us, it has been the postcard. The postcard, my God. The postcard that my wife just sent out, which is in the super marketing blueprint, we got three deals from that postcard that was just sent out. A total of potential almost 100 G's. Do you recommend bandit sign? If you don't have, yes. In some area, bandit sign works great. In some area, you can't put up the bandit sign, all right? But if you don't have the money, that's probably a very cheap marketing way, because bandit sign is very cheap and you can reuse them over and over and over again. But it takes a lot of time. It's not about putting out 1, 3, 10 sign. I'm talking about when I talk to people, they put out at least 50 signs. Some of them put up on Friday, taking them on Sunday. Some area, they got to put it up all the time, right? So you got to know you got to know your area and making sure that it's legal and that you can put it up all the time. Why think twice? Why think twice, dude? Why think twice, man? How much is the script? Dude, the King Kong Seller Script pack, the King Kong Seller Script package is $4.95, but honestly, dude, it is priceless, bro, because I will show you how to talk to seller, how to negotiate, how to freaking dominate and lock property up on the contract all over the phone. And it's not me telling you when you get the script. I will actually do a video showing you question by question why you ask the question. How do you ask the question when it comes to negotiating? You got to stay calm, collective when you answer the questions, right? When you ask the question when it comes to negotiating, it's not just about asking the question. Stay calm, collective. When they say a number, you gotta breathe. You gotta make sure that, oh man, that number is high, right? Also too is, so I'll do a video and show you exactly how it's done. All right. So I'm not giving you a script where I don't use, like you be like, well, I don't even know if Khang uses it. I don't even know if he trained his VA to talk like this. I don't even know if he talks like this. Dude, when you buy any of the package, You come onto the private VIP Facebook group. I did 2 live call, locked 2 property on the contract live. Like live as in like real live, real time. I jumped on there, went live on Facebook and was going through and talking to the seller. Freaking lock it up right there, right in front of your screen. Under contract, baby. But it's really priceless, man, because when you join the VIP Facebook group, I know that V, she hosts a, I don't know how often she does it, but she hosts like a cold call role play. So that way, you know, to help each other improve. And on there, man, everyone is helping each other out on there, dude. Like, everyone on there is really helping each other out. Everyone is on there giving their time, helping each other out to succeed, man. So it is really priceless, man. Eric C, how far should I go back with expired listing? Dude, if I were you, man, go back like 6-7 years back. 6-7 years back, bro. And talk about expired listing. Got 2 deals from expired listing. Expired listing, you guys, when you don't have the money, it is a gold mine, but you need to stay consistent. It's not about 1 month. It's not about 2 months. It's about consistent. I was writing expired listing for 1.5 years, sitting right here from 9 p.m. to 12 to 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Randy R, can I use my address to send out postcard or someone else's? Well, dude, Randy, first of all, dude, you do not want to put my address or anybody else's address on there, bro. You guys, you do not want to put your personal address on there. When you're sending out direct mail, please go to your postal office and get a P.O. box. It's cheap. It's like $100 a year. So that equal out to, I don't know how many, like $9, $10 a month. Like, right? So go get a P.O. box, but on there, don't put P.O. box. Because what it is, the postal office, they have an actual physical address. Use that physical address and then put a suite number. Suite number will be your P.O. box number. But it looks more professional. It looks like it's an office space, right? So I hope that helps you. The Garden of Stephen, can you give me a quick explanation of how to scale up, how to hire cold caller mainly? Okay, so Garden of Stephen. So when you are starting to scale up, first of all, you know, before you start scaling, I believe that you need to get some deals under your belt. Maybe 5 or 6 deals, right? So now at least you know the process. You know how to train people to talk like you if you don't have a script, okay? So, Steven, because to me, you guys, if you start scaling without hiring someone else, what is going to happen is you start dumping more, like you're going to start working a lot, right? You're going to start working a lot, like lots of hours, right? So before you start scaling, you want to hire somebody. We do VA, so you hire your VA, you train them up, make sure that they are good. Make sure that they are good on the phone, because if they are not, what's going to happen is, man, they're going to throw a bunch of your leads in the garbage. Just like some of the cold caller that we have. Imagine if you have some of those cold caller calling, taking your incoming call or making the cold call for you. You see? So make sure that you have a script that you can train them up really good, right? Once you train them up good, once you feel like they are good, where they can now really pick up live call or make the cold call for you, now what you do is now you increase your marketing. So whatever marketing channel that is working for you, put more money into it, but I would start putting maybe $1,000 extra. All right, putting $1,000 extra in there. So the first person that you hire is somebody that can take the incoming call to help filter out the seller for you, or they making the or they doing the cold calling. Basically, they're filtering out who's motivated, who's not motivated, and then they set you appointment. All right, now that's when you start scaling. So I hope that helps you, man. So the first person, that's what you should hire, is someone that helps you take incoming or making outgoing calls. So I hope that helps, bro. Markin Chatui, I can't pronounce your name, man. How do you get a key when virtual wholesaling? How do you get the key, dude? How you get a key is how? Dude, ask the seller. Let's just say the seller, okay, let's just say the property is vacant and the seller lives in another state. Well, ask the seller, hey, do you have the keys to the property that you can send to us, that you can mail to us? If they say no, we don't have the keys, we'll ask them for permissions, but not verbally. Shoot them a text message or get it on an email. It has to be in writing. Hey, is it okay if you allow us to get a key, a locksmith out there, right, to get into the property, and then we will rekey it, and then we can send you a copy of the keys. I hope that I hope you understand that if they live in the area, dude, all you need to do is ask the seller, right? Oh, can you drop off the key at the house and hide it somewhere, and then maybe we can go, we will send one of our team to go out there to put on a lockbox if the property's vacant. So I hope that helps, bro. Ole Nix, Khang, should I buy your script or we live ticket? Pick one. Honestly, man, I really don't. I really don't know, man. But let me think of a question that I can ask you. Because a lot of time it's not about the answer, but it's about the question. It's asking the right questions. My question for you is, how much do you know about wholesaling right now? Have you done any deals? Okay, have you done any deals? How long have you been wholesaling? And what is it that you want to get at the event? All right, and what is it that you want to get at the event that you cannot get from the, so let me know. And also too, yeah, okay, so answer that question before we go into a little deeper. But I understand you want to make the best decisions. I understand. But I want to tell you something. You probably already made a decision. The reason why you ask the questions is you just want to get confirmation, seeing if I will give you the same answer as you already chosen. All right? So tell me if I'm right. I'm sure that you probably have already really picked one already. Like you're really leaning toward one already. But you're just asking me or whoever it is just for confirmation and see if it matches what you want. Luke Mitchell, what up, man? What up, buddy? Always be closing. That's right. Okay. Matt Bean, okay, would you recommend a newbie to try and do a bank-owned property? When it comes to wholesaling bank-owned property, typically, bank-owned property, typically you have to do a double closing on it. So you typically cannot assign it. You have to do a double closing. And when you do a double closing, you either come in with your own cash or you have to use transactional funding. If you I guess I would say that I wouldn't target bank-owned property if that's what you're asking. If I'm starting out, man, I would really just look on finding off-market deals, right? Deals that is not on the market, if that makes sense. Like it's not listed on the MLS. It's not or usually those bank-owned properties on the MLS or it's on the auction website. I would really if you were just starting out, I would have just focused on dealing directly with the seller and finding off-market deal, if that makes sense to you. Billy, hey Khang, what's the easiest ways to comp multifamily? Okay, great question. So Billy, multifamily, when you get into wholesaling multifamily, I would stick with duplex, triplex, fourplex, but I wouldn't go anything because when you get up to 5 units, now you're getting into commercial. So that's now require ROI. Those, when you get into apartments, those investors are more savvy. They look at the number, they're much more savvy, and there's much more education that you need to learn. You need to figure out the ROI, return on investment, the cap rates, and all of that. But just simply duplex, fourplex, and triplex, Billy, the easiest ways to comps, dude, is figure out what they currently rent it for, how much they're getting in rent, And also too is just the same thing, dude. Figure out per unit how many units does one have, right? You gotta match duplex with duplex. You can't be duplex with triplex, and it can't be triplex with fourplex. So it's just like single family home, but now you're also looking into the rental. How much is it rent out for? So if the one that you're looking at is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath per unit, and it's a duplex, and the 2-1 is currently the sell is currently rented out for $800, but you saw a comparables to a property that is exactly a duplex, but they're getting $1,000 in rent. So guess what it is? So now what it is you know that the potential on this on that duplex, that whoever's gonna buy it can increase the rent to $1,000 a month per unit. So now which mean the ARV, right? The ARV on that deal is, because there's a potential there where they can raise up the rent to $1,000, right? So which means the cap rate. So the cap rate on that at $800 per month per unit is less than is lower and a cap rate than if you can get it to $1,000. And typically, how you wholesale those is that it's in. Okay, let me get a paper real quick. So I don't know, Billy, if you know the 1% rules. When I buy rental property, I buy it off the 1% rule, but it really depends on every area. Every area is a little bit different, but I think a lot of people go off of the 1% rules. It's like the 30% for single family, right? The 30% discount. So the 1% rule, which means if I buy the property for $100,000, you can't see it. If I buy the property for $100,000, the total rent after all the repairs, everything is being done, like I'm going, it's ready, rent ready. I don't have to do a thing. I have to get $1,000 in rent. So that's the 1% rule. So if the buyer's gonna buy and be all in with all the rehab costs, everything like that, is $200,000, they have to get at least $2,000 in rent. But that is just a rule of thumb. In some area, people wouldn't even buy that. They would need to buy where if they put $100,000 in, they need to get $1,300 or $1,400 in rent, right? So you need to figure out your rental market. What are people buying as for rental in that area going for? All right, so you need to do a little bit more homework. And in some area, dude, like the property's worth $500,000 and they only get like $3,000 in rent. Like does that make sense? So you have to figure out your market and what people are buying rental property for. Okay? So I hope that helps, man. But for multifamily, you're looking for a duplex or triplex or just figure out what the rent rate are going for, what people buying for, and then you just compare it to other duplex and triplex and fourplex. Make sure that it keeps it comparables. Okay, Stanley Porla. I can't pronounce your last name, man. I skipped trace the seller of a vacant property. I got the number and address. Do you think I should call first or send a direct mail? Dude, Stanley, you want to do both, man. You want to call them. If you can't get a hold of them, text them. You can, and then send them a letter. I mean, you don't have to choose, dude. Like, your goal is how can I get in contact with them? You have to do whatever you can, man. So I know people said, hey, go on Facebook and try to find them on Facebook. Like, you need to do whatever you can to get a hold of that person. So everything. Whatever you can, man. William Major, buy the script first. William, I hope you have the script, man. Honestly, dude, the King Khang Seller Script, oh my God. Like, I don't know how much more I can say about it, but this is my honest opinion, and not because it's my products, but when I first start out, if I know that there is an amazing script like this, all day long, I don't care if it's $1,000 all day, man, because knowing what I know how to talk to seller now, I know that I'll just dominate. Whether I door knock, I cold call, I meet the seller in the streets, I don't care, man. Andrew, where do you find expired listing? Andrew, where you find expired listing is connecting with other agents. The best way to connect with the agents that will help you with that is the one that are just starting out. And typically those are the one that, you can join some Facebook group, you can join a local Facebook group, and then just reach out to them or go attend your local RIA and network and make sure that there is something in there for them. Not just for you, but make sure there's something in there for them as well. Offer to pay them a monthly fee to help them out with their thing. Or to exchange, saying, hey, if you send me expired listing, if I'm able to get a deal, I'll send you some money. If there's any deal that's not going to work for us, I'll make sure that I'll send it your way on the deal that doesn't work for us. Right? Brian Price, everybody, I'm hustling. Let's go, Khang. Come on now. That's right, buddy. That's right. Every day we're hustling. Boom, boom, boom. And let me see if you guys have any more questions. Okay, Stanley. Okay, thanks, man. Stanley said thanks. What do you think is best scenario to tell them if they ask me where I get the number from? Okay, dude. Stanley, listen to me. Like, if you are truly committed and are really serious about this business, I will give you that tips, no problem. But if you are truly committed and you are serious about this business and want to change your life and really succeed in this business and take your game, bro, to a whole nother level, think about, so before you make the investment, I'm telling you, my Khang Seller Script package, I'll teach you how to, when you cold call, I'll teach you how to overcome all that. I teach you how to cold call using the script. I'll teach you how to lock these deals under contract over the phone, bro. But let me give you that tips. No problem, man. So where do you get my number? So Stanley, let me ask you first, man. When a seller asks you that, how do you respond? I want to know first, how do you respond? And then I'll let you know how I would respond. Okay? Because talking to seller, you guys got to understand, when you're spending all your time driving for dollar, skip tracing, your marketing money, and when you get on the phone, and when you don't know what you're talking about, and when you sound all weird or awkward, you sound scammed, you're going to lose. Yeah, you're going to lose deals left and right. Even if they're somewhat motivated, you wouldn't even know how to lock it up in a contract. Because you don't know how to. Mark said, what are the top 5 items to have on the contract with the seller to ensure best wholesale case scenario? Wait, let me read that question again because I don't understand. What are the top 5 items to have on the contract with the seller to ensure best wholesale case scenario? Okay, let me see. I'm not sure, dude, exactly what you're asking, Mark. I think you're just asking for a contingent, right? A contingent on the contract. Dude, the contingent on there, really the only one that you need is an inspection contingent, right? So buyer's partner approval, right? Buyer's partner inspection approval. So you need that inspection period. And that inspection period will give you, the time to do your research to figure out if you want to buy the property or you want to, or you want to assign it to somebody else. But yeah, so you need the inspection contingent, bro. D. Lewis, where can you get a proper contract from? D. Lewis, obviously if you buy my package, you get the contract, but don't buy it because of the contract. You can get some free contract. I know the Flip Man. You can go check out his channel, the Flip Man. Cool dude. I love him, man. He's a cool dude. The Flip Man, he give his contract out for free. His one-page contract for free. He's on YouTube. Just YouTube Flip Man. Ty, aka the Flip Man. Stanley, I told her on white pages or at the county courthouse. Okay? And what did the seller respond? Stanley, you said, I told her on white pages or at the county courthouse. I mean, to me, when you tell me, hey, I found your phone number from the county courthouse, it really feels like you are really targeting, like you are really, You know what I mean? It doesn't sound right. Like to me, that doesn't sound good. There is a better way to say it, and here it goes, Stanley. So the thing is, you guys, here's before I say that, here's another thing I want to point out. Some of them just hung up. That's right, bro. That's what happened, man. Because it sounds, you know, it doesn't sound good, right? It just doesn't sound good. And the thing is, when you guys answer the questions, always be sure to follow up with another questions. So that way you can continue asking the seller the question and control the phone call. But Stanley, this is what I would say, man. I would say, hey, Stanley, you know, I was giving a list of qualified property owner. Do not use the word home, please. You guys don't use the word home. Why do people say home, sweet home? Because it's attached. Use the word house or property. Stanley, I was giving a list of qualified property owners to call, right, to see if they have a house or a property they're interested in selling. So do you have a house or a property you're interested in selling? You guys see how I came up with that? You guys see how I answer the question and then I come back with the questions to get an answer from them right away. Like go straight to the point. Do you or do you not? Oh, you do. That's great. Well, hi, my name is Stanley. My job is to collect and gather all the information from you regarding the property so that way my team or my purchase manager can construct a fair and intelligent offer for you. And typically we can do that within the next 24 to 48 hours. Boom. Drop the pen. You see? See, when you do not know what to say, you're going to come off awkward, scammy, and you're going to lose deals. I'm telling you, you're going to lose deals left and right. And you guys think that, oh, you know, I don't need it. I can go learn it myself. Yes, you can try to figure it all out. You can try to puzzle it together. My thing is now you are paying time. You are paying your time to get this information. Or if you have the money, I'll save you the time. If that makes sense. So instead of start learning, you start freaking putting deals on the contract. One deal, dude? You really think that one deal you only make 500? Bro, one deal is like 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. You know what I mean? So anyways, dude, you gotta understand, man, in life, you either pay with time or you pay with money. No other way. Time or money. When my wife and I go to Costco to get those free sample, guess what? When you want it for free, you get in line for the sample. You're paying up your time. You don't want to wait? You go and buy it, right? Okay, let me see if any other. Alex at Khang, have you ever considered buying on terms instead of wholesaling? Alex, I can do owner contract all day long. I can do owner contract all day long. It's because once you know how to talk and negotiate all day long. I can lock more property on my contract all day long doing owner contract. Dude, I have done owner contract where I come in, zero money down, zero interest rate, making them the first payment go straight to principal. I only would do that if I were to buy the property myself. I don't wholesale on owner contract because I don't want to explain again, but I got into a story where it could have gone bad. But like I was telling John, when the market take a shift, man, I'm freaking owner contract everything as much as I can because I can negotiate with putting very, very little money up front. When you know how to negotiate, it's super powerful. Stephen of Garden of Stephen, how to scale, dude. I already answered your question, Stephen. The Garden of Stephen. You must have missed it, dude. I already told you. So how to scale is you gotta first hire a VA, somebody that's going to help you take all the incoming calls or do all the outgoing call before you dump more money into the marketing that is working for you. And I would increase that marketing very slowly because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. Okay. So that's how you scale, man. How you scale is hire the first person that you hire is going to take the incoming call or doing the cold calling for you. They are the one that's doing the filtering because the filtering is what takes the longest. So, Garden of Stephen, dude, I think you must have missed it, man, but I already answered your questions. Man. Sorry. The real estate solution for you, Texas. Talk about how to make an offer without seeing the property. Yeah, man, how you make an offer without seeing the property, bro? Right there, dude, the Khang Seller Script package. Like, I'm not just telling you, I'm doing it right in front of your screen live. Locking property out of my contract right in front of your screen. Like you'll be able to listen to these calls live. So, I mean, that's how you do it, though. It's knowing how to talk to seller over the phone and getting them to accept and lock it up in a contract virtually. It takes a certain questionnaire and skill set, all right? Because now you're not going out, you're not meeting the person in person, all right? The Garden Steven, how to scale up. Come on, man. Dude, are you serious, bro? I already told you how to scale up, man. I already told you how to scale up, dude. I want to know what's the best site. I missed it. I don't know what you mean by the best site. But let me see how long. Okay. Let's wrap it up, you guys. It seems like you guys are running out of question. Any other question you guys have? Drop it in the comment. But like I said, man, Stephen of Garden, dude. The Garden of Stephen. To scale up. Tell me if you're still wondering how to scale up, man. Sergio, will you say how to start on wholesaling? Yeah, man. So Sergio, how to start wholesaling is number one, you have to believe that this business is possible. Because if you don't believe that there's people out there doing this and making money from it, then you're not going to try to investigate and try to figure out how you can do it. Second is you got to believe that you too can do it. Doesn't matter what situation, circumstances you're in right now. I don't care if you're homeless, sleeping in your car. I don't care if you live in paycheck to paycheck, or maybe you're behind, you know, maybe you're in debt, but you have to believe I don't care, that you can do it. Because that's going to lead you up to the next step, is taking the action to do it. All right? And just take massive action. Now, if you want to get into the technical stuff, you know, then you got to pick a market. Figure out what market you want to start wholesaling in. Which market you want to freaking dominate. And for which market you want to crush. All right? And then pick one or two people you want to follow. And then just throw the rest away. Just don't follow anybody. Because when you overload with so many different information, bro, you're going to go too much information overload and you're going to go paralyzed. Best skip trace service, we use Skip Genie. Dennis Bell, what do you say when a seller asks you, are you a wholesaler? I gotta say, man, that all these years that I've been in real estate, no seller have ever asked me, am I a wholesaler? When you do not know how to talk to them, maybe you're the one who proposed it, or maybe the seller is also an investor, so he or she knows the business, but no seller is going to know what wholesaling is, man. Okay, so maybe you came off wrong. Maybe you put it out there. I don't know what it is, but if you did get that question, say, no, I'm not. You know, if they say you're a wholesaler, say, hey, I work for an investment company. That's why I always say you represent yourself as working for a group of investor or an investment company. So that way you can excuse yourself from wholesaler. No, I'm not sure what you mean. I work for a local investment company and we buy property for cash. So do you have a house or a property you're interested in selling? Let me know how that sounds. The deliver person 123. I'm going to buy your script. My next paycheck. I'm ready to change my life. Oh, bro, dude. You're gonna know that. Oh man. So when you buy it, go back and watch some of these live cold call, and you will now understand what I'm really trying to say all these times. You understand why I'm trying to say it. Okay, why people really need to improve on their talking, their communication, their negotiating skills. Khang, this is coming from Freddie. Khang, when going virtual, is it best to have the money wired or a check sent? Freddie, that's up to you, man. Like my wife and I, we really likes to go pick up checks. Like I could have it all wired to my account, but that's one thing that I truly enjoy is picking up a check, man. Like I don't think that I would ever have it wired, man. Because when it's just when it like you know what I mean, like when I pick it up, dude, it just feels so good, and that good feelings, you want to have it over and over again, like so it does something to my mind. But if you are living far away, so you gotta understand when they send you a check, it might take 1 or 2 days for you to get it. If they wire, you get it the same day. So it's up to you, Freddie. But yeah, man, it's actually personal choice. I don't think one way or worse than other. It's how quickly do you want to get the check. Brett, talk about how to find a good title company. Well, Brett, smash the thumbs up, and here I'm gonna answer your question, bro. You guys, the quickest way to find a title company, I didn't do this when I first started out because I did not know, but the quickest way to find a title company is to network with other people that have already been using a title company that are successfully closing their transaction. I don't know what else to say, man. So reach out to, there's a couple Facebook groups that's called, one of them is Wholesaling Houses Full Time. Another one, that one has over 80,000 members. You don't think that there's someone that's in your market, that's on there, that's in your market, that have already found a title company they work with? You know what I'm saying? And instead of going through the trial and the error, why not piggyback on somebody who's already used it? And if they and also too is offer to pay them. If they have what you want and you need that information, then just offer. Hey, if you can give me that information, bro, just let me know. Let me know what it costs. $50, $100, whatever it is, man. How can I exchange my value for for your valuable information that I need? You know what I'm saying? So always be the person that comes in to add some value and let the other person say, hey, bro, no, it's all good, dude. It's all good. I'll give to you for free, which, a title company, which majority of people will give for free. But I'm saying that you want to be the person that the other person looks at and say, you know what? He is different. She's different. The approach is different. The approach that they value me. So the relationship is going to start off differently. Because they're going to look at you differently. Does that make sense, you guys? Or is it just me? Or because I'm Asian and I'm like kind of, so many people coming, oh, Khang, you hook me up with this for free? But instead, hey, dude, hey, you have this information. How can I exchange for that information, bro? How can I exchange for that information? Because most people will be so nice and say, hey, you know what? No problem, dude. Don't worry about it, man. It's just a title company. But they look at you differently. Does that make sense? And that's what you want. You want to be the one that they dang, man. They want to do business with, or they want to build a relationship with, because you're different, because of your character and how you do business. Does that make sense? You want to be the one that stand out, where they be like, yeah, man, that guy there, I asked him for $1,000 and he closed the deal. He gave me an extra $500, and that's what I do for some of the people that I work with. Because a lot of times I gave them what they want, and then I give them a little extra to stand out from the crowd. So I hope that makes sense, man. But so many people DM and say, hey, Khang, help me this, help me that. Dude, nobody's going to help you, bro. Right? Nobody's going to do it for free, dude. I mean, maybe they do once or twice, but when it gets too many, they're going to look at you differently. They're going to look at you like you're the one who just wanted freaking some freebies. So how want to do business with those? Do you know what I mean? So if it makes sense, show me some love. Okay, let's get a few more questions, and we'll go for 10 minutes, so that'll be an hour, and then we'll call a wrap. Should I stay away from land deal? Absolutely, man. Do not go into land, man. There's so many single family home deals. That is the bread and butter. It's the easiest one to wholesale. Do not focus on land, dude. I try the land. I try the commercial. I'm thinking, hey, big money. The land, dude, stay away from the land, man. That's it. I'd probably save you a whole bunch of time just by saying that. Stay away from land. Just don't even go into land. right? Let me see here. Oh, Brett said, I drop a like and sub for you, man. Brett, I'm going to clap for you, bro. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Come on, man. Hey, now, have you followed me on Instagram? Follow me on Khang at Khang.wtm, bro. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, that's the next step up, dude. Kua, can you approve me on the Facebook group? Kua, so you guys, to get into my private VIP Massive Action Takeoff Facebook family, you have to buy one of the package. And when you go on there, it's going to require a code. Once you punch in the code, either Jin or V will approve you to come onto the Facebook family. And when you come onto the Facebook group, watch the 2 video that I went live and lock this deal up under contract live. Watch it. And you will be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Then you're going to be like, yep, you better learn and master the Khang Seller Script package, because if I can do it, my VA can do it, my purchase manager can do it, I know you can do it. Okay? So it's not something I just talk about and I don't do, but I do. Jin said, bro, so many trying to get into the Facebook group, dude. I know, oh man, you guys to get on it, to get in it. So you guys, like I said, you know, I don't believe in selling something you don't believe in or you don't use. Okay? And like, unlike other people where they give you the script or they sell you, like, there are free people. Listen to me, you guys. I want to be real. There are people out there that will give you their script for free. For free. But not me. Because I believe that mine, like, you can, like, mine, like you got to understand, like, the reason why I charge for mine, because I know it's freaking, like, it will, like, the competition. No competition. That's what I'm talking about, man. No. Okay? And it's not I hand you the script. I will do a video showing you why you asked the question, how do you ask the question, how do you ask it. So I'll go it through with you. One question at the time. And beside that, like, I send you live seller call that I talk to seller. So you know, okay, Khang is actually doing, and actually this is how he talks to seller. That's right, man. No BS, no baloney. And you guys, listen to me. Some of you guys say, Khang, are you for real? You want to know more real? You want to get more real, dude? It's meet me at the Maxwell event, We Live 19. Listen to me. Nobody, no speaker will have the guts to say, I will do your deal live if they don't do the business. But you know what? I'm going to freaking blow it up. You know, tell me if I'm wrong. Comment right now. Have you gone to any events or any seminars that a speaker will do your deal live? Like, do actual deal live. No BS, no pretending, no role playing, no setting up scenario. Like, live deals. Comment right now. Let me know. Who? Not that I know of. My wife and I went to a lot of events, a lot of seminars. Not that I know of, man. You know why? Because I do it virtually. So I don't care where your deal is. As long as it's within the US, United States, we are freaking going to call it. Chris said me. Who is it, man? Which events that you went to? No events that I went to that did it, man. When my wife and I first started, that's what I was seeking for and that's what I wanted. But I couldn't find it. Khang, Khang, see you in Dallas. You said WTM when purchasing it, correct? Yeah, Mark. Put WTM, man, so we can be in the same freaking room and we can freaking do deals. I'm going to get down, freaking pound the phone and doing deals live. No BS, no reading between the lines shit. None of that. Real talk, real life, real deal, real time with real people. I don't know how real it can get, man. What kind of leads does your script focus on? Pro equity cash buyer. Listen, pro equity cash buyer. I don't care what list you call. I don't care what type of seller you call. I'll show you just how to freaking dominate, man. Like, I don't care what list, what seller, I just show you how to freaking dominate and lock it up on a contract over the phone. Overcome the objection, I want to think about it. Overcome, I'm going to do another short video and send it to everyone that purchased the Khang Seller Script. This one is a tricky one. It's the one that they said, I think I think that offer good, but hold on a second, let me see. I think your offer is, I think we're getting very close. Your offer could be good, but let me get back to you. Instead of the I want to think about it, they said, let me get back to you. Oh, man. When they tell you that, it's like, so you kind of believe that, oh, man, like they might accept this deal. And then you let them go, they never call you back. I'm going to freaking show you how to overcome that, baby. I got that the other day with the seller. Nobody's going to say, freaking, I want to think about it. I'm not going to let them go by saying, I'll get back to you. You're never going to get back. You know they're not going to get back to you, dude. You know that 99%, if you let it go, they're going to shop. They're going to call somebody else because they were not happy with something. And obviously, it's the price. So don't let that BS cost you a deal, man. Ain't going to let that happen. So I don't care what list, what seller you talk to, I'm just going to show you. Just when you got on the phone, that's what I do. I show you just dominate and crush it. Like crush it like a bug. Oh my God. Kimmy Nelly, is it possible to lock it up under contract on one call? Or do you have to make 2 calls to get the seller? Okay, so my script, there's 2 parts to it. One is we build rapport, we gather information, but I call back and lock on a number 2. See, now the second phone call doesn't have to be the next day. It could be an hour later. I have called a seller back within 30 minutes. We got on the phone with them, built the rapport, figure out the motivation, saw that there's motivation, saw that there's price difference, set them up a half an hour later or an hour later. You know what happened. Lock it up, bro. That's right, lock it up. So on the first phone call, I really don't want to lock property up on a contract on the first phone call unless you just know that the seller is just super desperate and motivated, right? If they're desperate, they're motivated, and you already know that there is a spread, then you can say, okay, hang on a second. So if I can get an approval from my team manager for X amount, you are ready to go, correct? So don't be the decision maker, but if you are going to do it on your first phone call, which I don't recommend, but I'm saying if you do come across that really extreme, motivated, desperate seller just ready to go, and you know that the deal is just, the number is just there, like what they want is already there, then you want to say this. So you're saying, Nelly, if I can get an approval from my team for $100,000 right now, you are ready to move forward and get the paperwork done and sell your property. Is that correct? Okay, once you say that's correct, mute him for a little bit, and do your happy dance, right? And then do your happy dance, woo! And then do your happy dance, get back on the phone, and said, you know what? I was able to get the approval, so we're ready to move forward. You know? So that's what I would do. So maybe, let me see here. Where are you in Dallas again? When? Gregan, the event is March 22nd to 24th. March 22nd to 24th. It's a 3-day where we get down, get dirty, get on the ground, and freaking pound the phone to set an appointment, to lock property up on a contract, to talk to your buyer. But comment right now. I really want to know from all of you guys, comment right now, please. Have you gone to any events, any seminars that a speaker will do your deal live? Real live, real time, real people, no BS, no setup, no baloney, no role playing. All real, bro. All real. So let me see here. Kimmy Nelly said, you need a moderator to get rid of all the trolls. Like someone saying you're a con right now. Dude, it's okay. Kimmy, it's okay. We gotta love the hater. We can put him in a timeout, you know, just like a baby. We can put him on a timeout. But it's okay, you know, there's always gonna be people that likes you, that hates you. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. We can time him out for a little bit so he can go ahead and go take some breathe some air. So let me see here. How do you, okay, so this might be the last one. So Kelly, how do you estimate repairs when calculating your MAO without seeing the property? So how do you calculate your repairs? So Kelly, this is going to be through time. This is going to be through time and experience. But the best way to start figuring out knowing what to charge or how to calculate your repair costs is you got to get on the phone, call some local contractor, Google some local contractor and start asking them. Ask them like, hey, you know, my partner and I, we're looking to fix and flip some properties in the area, right? We're looking to work with some contractors, you know, would like to get just a rough figure from you. So, you know, if we're looking at a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,000 square feet. So what do you guys charge to paint it? What do you guys charge to paint the outside? What do you guys charge to paint the inside? What do you guys charge to replace the carpet? What do you guys charge per square foot to redo the flooring? What do you guys charge to update the bathroom, the kitchen, electrical, plumbing, new windows, roof? They are going to start giving you some ballpark figures, some just rough figure. And what you want to do is take notes. And when you calculate your estimated repair costs, just use those rough numbers, right? And then just use that rough numbers and then just minus off of your offer price. So I hope that makes sense to you. But over time, you will get better, right? Over time, you will get better at calculating these repair costs. So, okay. So we're gonna hide Steve. Steve is very energetic here. Steve loves me too much. Love me long time. Steve, you love me long time, bro. Steve loved me long time. Anyways, you guys, let's call it a wrap. I want to say thank you so much, you guys. You guys have been great. I really appreciate every single one of you guys that are able to join me live on a Saturday. And I want to say that you guys listen to me. Everybody that was great was once a beginner. Everybody that was great was once a beginner. Me starting out 7 years ago in real estate, knowing nothing about it. I don't know what laminated flooring is, right? I don't know what vinyl window is, right? I don't know what granite countertop is. So if I can do it, so I have to learn the construction vocab, and I also have to learn how to do the business. Right? So listen to me. Everybody that was great was once a beginner, was once an amateur, was once a student. And I am still a student of some other people that have, you know, at a higher level. So we all started somewhere, but it was the decisions, a commitment to start and to be great. All right, you guys, take care. Have a great rest of your day. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, honestly, man, we're already almost at 20,000 subscribers. So come on, man. Let's go. And then follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Khang, Khang.w